welcome back to the Wrestle Show once again. Thanks for joining me. As always, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and let's get right to the news of the day. As we saw on Raw Monday, Enzo and Cass are no more. Cass turning on Enzo and then giving him a big boot to the face at the end of the confrontation between the two of them. Of course, Cass said Enzo was just annoying, basically, that he couldn't stand being around him, all the time they were together, and that Enzo could only write checks that his ass could not cash, as long as he had Cass behind him. I really don't know what to think about the whole thing, to be honest with you. It goes back to a tweet that I saw from Grimm's Toy Show, mentioning how you let a tag team like Enzo and Cass break up without even as much as one title reign on the main roster, or even at NXT for that matter. Personally, it doesn't make any sense. I think they should have been kept together because they're one of the best loved tag teams really on the Raw show. That second only to maybe the Hardy Boys, who may or may not be around for very long. But Enzo and Cass for the future. And I understand, Cass got a lot of upside. Cass is really big. He's real strong looking. And they could portray him as kind of a Test-like character, like they did when they had Test. But here's the issue. Cass is not that good on the mic. He hasn't shown himself to be that good on the mic. His promos without Enzo are nothing. I mean, yes, he can spell soft, S-A-W-F-T. Wow. But he's still it's painstaking to listen to him whenever he tries to run a promo on his own. And so now we're going to have to listen to this without Enzo breaking it up a little bit? Come on now. WWE, this doesn't make any sense for the fans. It doesn't make any sense for the company. It was bad enough when you forced Jinder Mahal to the top of your title hunt and giving him the title. That's bad enough. Forcing Fandango and his friend Tyler Breeze with Breezango is bad enough. But now you're going to take one of the tag teams away, one of the young tag teams away, that is a face tag team and that the crowd loves. The crowd pops for every time that music hits. And we've cheered for them, win, lose, or draw. It doesn't really matter. The WWE Universe cheers for Enzo and Cass, and they have. And now you've taken that away. And as a fan, I don't know where to go from there. Because, sure, you can break them up and do what you want. It's your show. But who's going to come to your show if their favorite tag teams don't exist anymore? Or if everyone's a freaking heel? Come on. You're now down to one face tag team on the Raw brand. One. And who knows how long the Hardy Boys remain at the WWE, or how long the WWE keeps them together. What are you going to do? Break them up too? Because I've read lots of reports about the Hardy Boys going their separate ways and going into singles competition instead of doing the tag team thing in the near future. If those hold true, then what do you have? That's right. An entire tag team division that nobody gives a flip about. The only other tag team that anybody really gave a crap about seemed to be the Golden Truth, which, as bad as the tag team as they were, they're now broke up too. So what do we have? That's right. You've got the Revival. You've got the heel stable of Cesaro and Sheamus. Leaves you with nothing, WWE. I have no reason to even tune into a tag match on the main roster unless the Hardys are watching or wrestling, because at that point it's just going to be heel versus heel. You're not going to have a good versus bad, or bad versus good, or you're not going to have anything like that. You're just going to have the Revival versus Cesaro and Sheamus, or the Hardys versus Cesaro and Sheamus. That said, that's all I got for this video. I don't quite understand why they would do what they did. It makes no sense to me to break up Enzo and Cass. They're one of the most beloved tag teams on the Raw show at this moment in time, besides maybe the Hardys, and that's only for the older crowd. The younger crowd may not even give two flips about Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. As much as I love watching Matt and Jeff, they're great, but they're not the future. Their time in wrestling is fleeting. But at the same time, you've had Enzo and Cass coming up, and you just broke them apart. Please tell me there's a bigger point to this whole thing than just the fact that they are no longer going to be a tag team. They should have at least had one run for a tag title. Well, that'll be all for now. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you down the road.